All right. Welcome, everybody. I'm Flago5, and it is a nice, overcast, cool day. I'm broadcasting from right in the middle of everywhere, the Cornhusker State, Nebraska. It actually looks like I need to go change my shirt. I was wearing a World of Warcraft shirt that had the green World of Warcraft Legion logo right here up front. And so that was projecting, the game due to my green screen. So I was like, oh, I should probably go change my shirt. Apparently, I changed my shirt to something that is similar enough to the green screen that it's like very grainy right now. So I think I need to go take just a second and put a different shirt on. So I'll be right back. All right. Is this a little better? I think for the most part, it's still a little grainy, but that should be fine. Okay, so I am back on XCOM 2 here, and I am going to be playing my Ironman mode campaign. This is my third save file. The first two were pretty much broken beyond repair. This one is doing quite a bit better. I'm hitting the end of May here. Um, but it's still a little dicey here and there. I know that I've lost a few of my soldiers. Let's take a quick look here. Pretty sure I've lost two different sharpshooters. So my sharpshooters are maybe lagging a little bit behind. And in terms of my regular squad here, unfortunately, my current sharpshooter is wounded for 7 days. I have a ranger wounded for 3, a grenadier for 5, and another grenadier for 5. So it would be a bit of a weird loadout if I ended up having to do a mission here. Although I'm pretty sure that I ended the stream on Friday with a mission. So hopefully I should be at least a little ways off before another one has to come up. So I'm trying to refamiliarize myself with this save file because I'm actually playing a regular save file on top of this, so off stream. Initially that was to sort of keep sort of in line with my Ironman mode campaign in case I broke this save file and got frustrated with the whole concept and just wanted to swap over to do a normal campaign. But this game is very addictive, and I've actually pushed a little bit further ahead. I think I'm maybe somewhere around middle of July or so in my regular save file, and I think I've only really reloaded maybe once or twice on that. One of those times was because my dog was cuddling with me, and she stretched and hit the touchpad on my PlayStation controller, which actually prematurely ended my turn, and that could have been terrible. So I reloaded that. So over the course of the weekend, I've just been playing that normal campaign, and need to remember what's going on this one. I'm clearing out some alien debris. I'm 4 days away from a resistance comm facility. getting finished. I'm also working on the proving ground. I'm working on a plasma rifle, which is going to take another 11 days, and then I have a supply drop in 20. It looks like I'm pretty poor. I only have 89 supplies. But I think it's probably time to come out to the world map and see what's happening here. I could get a facility lead if I scan that for 7 days. So my big problem right now is that the Avatar project is only 2 blocks away from nearing completion, which is why I'm working on my resistance comms so that I can contact Western Europe. Let's see, where am I right now? I'm down here. Oh, I actually have a supply drop. It looks like that's what I was working on before a mission popped up. So we'll scan that for 2 days. Snag a bunch more supplies. And actually even more supplies because I cleared out another room. I don't know if I necessarily want to start working on this room just yet. Yeah, we should be fine. Well, you know, it wouldn't hurt. I can always reassign those engineers.
Commander, I appreciate you recruiting new staff for the engineering team.
Shen doesn't like it when I leave engineers
We can have him
doing
working
nothing.
on construction, excavation, or staffing a facility.
Alright, supply drop is done. New staff is available, but they're pretty darn expensive, so I don't think I'm gonna go for that. Asia's bonus is lock and load. Personal combat sims and weapon upgrades can be reused. Europe has pursuit of knowledge, decrease research time by 20%. So once I get my comms up and running, I either need to branch west or east to hit one of these alien facilities and stop them. Kind of feeling like I might head east. Let's see. Work on the facility lead. You have a lot here. Let's check out the black market. I have a 214 intel, so that's a pretty nice cushion I can hang out with. Will I keep the beard after isolation? We'll see. The beard is still, as you can see, a little patchy. A hard time growing. I'm trying to get it long enough to cover up this spot right here. I think this side is a little better. If you ask my wife, you'll have a much different answer. She would say absolutely not. But I want to try and use this time to grow it out and maybe actually make it look decent. I don't know if that's in the cards, but I want to try. Same. I want to see yours. I don't think I need. Beard is rough for sure. I mean, this is the time to try it, at least. I think I'll trade 35 intel for 128 supplies. I'm gonna wait on anything else. What kind of stuff could I sell you? Interested in Illyrium cores, but I don't have a lot of Illyrium cores. Out of curiosity, I think I do want to research or do the mutant autopsy soon.
Work is well underway.
How long is that going to take? Only 5 days? That's not bad. So it's not worth spending the intel to cut it in half. That was a pretty expensive intel price.
Resistance communications facility now operational.
Beautiful. So we have resistance comms now, and this means that I can make contact with one other region. Once I staff this with a gremlin, an engineer, I do have an available gremlin. That's going to give me an additional 2 resistance contacts. So I'm going to be able to jump up from 3 to 6. That's huge. I think I still actually have probably a free engineer. I've got 1 working here, 3 here. Oh no, 1 right there. Okay, so this is what we were waiting for. Now we need to go make contact, and I think I'm gonna push over here to New India. How expensive is this going to be? Just 30 intel. Not bad. It's gonna take 3 to 5 days to make contact with the resistance here in this region. But that's absolutely crucial because we need to make contact with the next region that has the alien facility inside of it.
Attempting to establish loading ground.
The proving grounds are ready, Commander. We can
And I do have a proving ground available now as well. Proving ground is where I can start doing some experimental tech. This is what will allow me to progress in the actual story, and I think I can go ahead and staff this with an engineer. I'm feeling pretty good about that. So I do need Skulljack. I've had some fun with an EXO suit. Nobody's using any medkits yet. Blue screen protocol will be nice for some mech units. Then there's always experimental ammo or grenades. I think that's why I need to do the autopsy on the muton, actually, so that I can get plasma grenades, which are just a nice step above frags. They completely replace frag grenades. They do more damage. They're better at knocking out structures. I think I'm gonna go ahead and start working on this Skulljack, though.
Get started immediately, Commander. I'll let you
This will
know
be
as soon
something
as
that I
we
can
have
give my specialist to improve their tech and the ability to hack into the alien network. That'll let me progress in this story. So, before I continue making contact, just out of curiosity, how are we doing here? We've got 2 more soldiers that are wounded. Got a grenadier and my sharpshooter. Just a couple more days. If we can kill a couple more days, they'll recover. Okay, so we have some guerrilla ops, and these help us counter the dark events. This one would counter the dark events rapid response, which guarantees reinforcements on all guerrilla ops. This is the Viper rounds, so Advent would be equipped with poisonous rounds. I don't love that idea. Or the Avatar Project could get a major breakthrough, adding 2 blocks of progress. As much as I hate the idea of them having venomous rounds and reinforcements on every guerrilla mission, I'm already at kind of a tipping point here. I'm running a little hot in terms of them progressing on the Avatar Project, and so having a major breakthrough, that sounds terrible. So I think we're gonna go with this. We're gonna head to South Africa and do Operation Secret Skies. We're gonna try and counter that dark event. Okay, let's see here. We've got 2 rangers, just 1 grenadier. My sharpshooter is back. Specialist is doing fine. What about you? Can I remove you and bring up my other grenadier? No. I can bring a grenadier, but Titan is still hurt. Let's see here. Would you have a mimic beacon? You have what? Talon rounds? Tracer rounds. Get a bonus 10 aim, which is great. Alright. Sticking with the corn dog here, we have to rename you. But I'm gonna say corn dog the 4th. Oh, I don't know. I can't do the corn dog 4. Could go Roman numeral 4, make it fancy. Yeah, that probably looks a little bit better, huh? Corn dog 4. You have an autoloader. What do we have here? We have a laser sight and a stock. How's Needles doing? I'm pretty sure he or she has laser sight already. Yep. I wouldn't mind doing this stock here. Put that on the specialist. I'm going to do 1 guaranteed damage. It's fine, it can always be replaced. Let's see. I don't think there's anything else I need. No. Okay. No, not yet. Okay. I'm gonna turn my fan on. It's a little warm in here.
Sky Ranger deployed.
In position to drop.
Shen has been keeping an eye on a faint advent signal popping up occasionally in this region. As far as we can tell, it's likely a malfunctioning data vault, and it appears to be carrying critical intel tied to the aliens' latest operation. We can't pass up any opportunities to slow their progress, so we're moving on the train. Neutralize their security forces, lock down the area, and seize control of the assets.
I am starting to get pretty used to difficult missions now, though, because in my normal save file, that's pretty much everything. It's either difficult or very difficult. It just refers to the number of enemies that you have to face throughout the course of the mission. Eventually, I'll be able to get a shadow chamber, and that will allow me to see exactly what type of enemies are on a mission and how many. So I can kind of prepare myself for those situations.
Menace 1-5. We've got a bead on the Advent data vault near your position. Be advised, self-detonating charges are in place at the target. Move to disarm and extract the package before its contents are destroyed.
Okay, wow, Needles, you are kind of stuck right now, aren't you? I might actually need to Grenadier up first.
On my way.
Get the Grenadier out of the way. Doesn't change much, I guess. But I could get you to just have cover and then huck out Battle Scanner since I have 2 of those. Oh, it's because I put you in the bus stop. That's fine. I'm gonna get it out as far as possible. See if I can find my first pod of aliens. Oh, they're not this way. Worried about them up there.
Moving to position.
This was a dumb idea. I don't like that. Shouldn't have done that. We're fine, but I could have been a little bit more careful there.
Location confirmed.
Don't love buildings like this. Try and be careful here.
Moving to designated position. Roger, I've got my eyes on.
I really wish there was like a tower or something to get into. Not just yet. I've gotten burned on buildings where like I poke my head through the window and there's an alien pod in the building.
Headed there now.
Oh man, I was just shy of finding that pod. This is great though. We can set up a nice ambush for them.
Moving on target location.
Whoa, I need to be a little closer than that.
Moving to position. Scanning.
But there is a tower over there that I can hack event.
Roger that.
Close enough to be able to hit 2 so far. Put you into Overwatch. Let's get you up here, and that should be fine.
Roger, I've got my eyes on. Position confirmed.
Just hope they're patrolling. That's fine. Well, makes my ambush a little bit harder, but they did just put themselves right next to a dang car. So we're fine. So you can go into Overwatch. You can go into Overwatch. You can go into long Overwatch. And you are going to shoot... You're not an acid grenade. I want the frag. Right there. Look at that beautiful frag grenade to kick off this ambush. Did a ton of damage to all three of those Vipers. And we are set up pretty well here for Overwatch shots. Yes, attempt to run. Beautiful. Oh, that was a miss. That was a kill though.
I definitely got that one. Enemy
You
is
see
still
that one?
Sadly, I don't have a shot. Gonna have to reveal myself to make this shot, unfortunately. That's okay. I'd like the Viper to die this turn. It's going to be worth it. 100% shot. Nice job, Needles.
Check it before you get too close.
Could run a bit.
I'm trusting you here.
That explosion for the car really shouldn't affect me. Yeah, we were fine. Okay, I'm really hoping this doesn't reveal the next pod. Good. We can put you in Overwatch. Feel a little bit better about that. So now start bringing up
Okay,
here. Go into Overwatch. I'd like to try and hack into that tower. See what my options are.
Accessing system.
Thankfully, hacking does not take up the action unless you actually commit to it. So you can get a preview of what's going on. I can disorient enemies for 2 turns, 83%. Or override. Soldier gains complete immunity for the next 2 attacks. Disorient enemies for 2 turns. That seems really nice. I'd like to wait until it's actually useful. So once I get enemies to do it on, we'll be fine.
Heading out. Affirmative. Covering
Going to
now.
have to move faster than this soon, but
If you say so.
this is probably going to reveal the next set.
I've got eyes on an advent position.
No? Not. Oh, there they are. Okay. That's kind of a bummer because that was the last of my actions. So the aliens are going to get full on turn unless I do some damage here.
Shot failed to connect.
And we're just missing all of the Overwatch shots. That's helpful. I might be able to take out the Muton with my sharpshooter.
Armor still holding.
Doubtful I can get a grenade that far. We're close, but... Wait. 58% chance on the Muton. That actually sucks. I'd really love to take out that Muton, though. Beautiful. Okay. And I did Lightning Hand, so that did not end my turn. That was just a basically free shot. I can take another one on this Stun Lancer. A little worried about that Stun Lancer coming up and wrecking Horn Dog, but... Oh, crap, and there's a Faceless. That's kind of a bummer. I wish that would have been a different watch hit. That could have potentially killed that other stun lane. Yep, and they're coming up to hit. No.
Alright, that one hurt.
That's not bad. A little worried about the Faceless. I think they might be a little far away to be able to do much. Oh god, you can jump. I have not seen a Faceless do that yet. Oh no, that wasn't terrible. It really wasn't too bad. Thinking...
I can handle that.
Let's bring the Specialist up and probably just obliterate the Stun Lancer. I think they just dropped some loot. Yep, that's an automatic pickup like that.
I'm running low on
These things
ammo.
nice and easy. 2 scopes. That's good. I kind of want to put those on some of my
Guys will love this.
Grenadiers. Okay, 100% on that Stun Lancer, only 88% are useless. I'm not worried about the Stun Lancer. More so worried about... percent, 3 to 4 damage.
Rolling.
92% for 6 to 8 damage. Nice job, Hammer.
Good riddance.
Nicely done.
Running try.
Okay, we still have this Stun Lancer. I'd rather not get an additional enemy pod on this turn. I'd like to wait a bit.
Running dry.
A little worried. Getting close, but okay, I'm not going to move you. So I don't even know if I'm going to move you. I might just reload and put you into Overwatch. Because that should be the end of the round.
Overwatch.
Alright.
Menace 1-5, the clock is
I have 3 turns, so I need to
going
book
away.
it up there.
Get to the vault and disarm it before we run out of time.
Moving. Moving to Overwatch. What's over there? I'm on it.
Yeah, this run is going well. I was able to get them all weapon upgrades and the first set of armor upgrades pretty quickly. Yes. Not all on this run, but yes, I've killed Corndog a lot. That's just the reality of it, unfortunately.
Running.
Heading there now.
Reload with you. You have an autoloader?
Back online.
No, you don't. That's okay. Okay, well, got 2 turns. Don't think I can hit that from afar.
Heading to that location.
Really hoping I don't hit the next enemy pod just yet.
Scanning.
I don't hate sharpshooters. I put them into sticky situations.
Okay, I'll go. We've got the objective in sight.
I know I have the
Menace
objective in
1-5,
sight.
this is Avenger. We have positive confirmation of the target package. Move to acquire.
Overwatch.
I'm going.
Still can't do that from afar, can I? I'm gonna run and gun. I'd like to get you up here.
I'm all over it.
So I should then be able to put you in Overwatch.
Overwatch.
And that gives me a little bit more information about... So I can move my specialist up, and next turn they'll be able to stop the detonation.
Running.
Ooh, faceless. Alright. I think I have a couple soldiers in Overwatch. About 3 of us might be in Overwatch. Oh, I missed with my shotgun. So there's 4 damage there, another 6 there, and the faceless didn't even stand a chance.
Nailed him.
Hey, good job. I don't think that was Hammer, though. I think that's my squatty that just earned a promotion.
Menace 1-5, you're almost out of time. The detonator is about to blow.
Yes, yes, I know. I know. Shots left. You have an autoloader? You do have an autoloader. Cool. Well, let's load.
Reloaded.
Come up here and put you into Overwatch.
Trusting you here.
A little worried, there's probably still... Yep, an alien pod. There it is. That's less than ideal. Okay, first things first. We absolutely have to... Oh, we can do it from here. Ooh, we can do it from here.
I'll take a look.
Attack this chest. We have to do it this turn. Okay. Income for the current region is increased by 25. The Avenger scanning time reduced by 50% for 4 weeks is insane. It's so good that even though it only has a 38% chance to unlock, the fact that I don't have a negative outcome if I fail this, I think it's gonna be worth it. Like, if we can hit that 38%, I mean, obviously, probability's not in our favor here. Oh, I was so close! I was like 2% off. That's fine. That's fine. I'm not going to be bitter.
I'm in.
Not a lot, at least.
Menace 1-5, status confirmed.
Oh,
Targets are inactive and the package is
unfortunately,
secure.
I can't
Eliminate any
see
remaining hostiles
that
near the
mech.
AO.
Which means I can't send to do combat protocol or haywire protocol. I need a whole nother turn for that. Some of my grenadiers are just a little ways away. But let's see here. Why don't I come up here? Hammer. We have 2 acid grenades. I wish they were frags. Man, I wish they were frags. Where is the other stun lamp? Okay, so they're both behind there. Means if I could potentially hit both of them. It's about the best I can do.
Grenade out!
Who has my mimic beacon? Oh, it's you. Actually, that's good. Okay. My specialist can huck a mimic beacon. Cause some distraction here for a turn. Or what I could have done was disoriented them by hacking the watchtower. That's okay. Crap, I'm gonna have to spend both of your actions just getting you where I need you. It's unfortunate. It's probably going to be about the same with you. Wish that wasn't the case. Though I might get some height here. Might be able to do something with air grenades. Sort of, actually, I think. I think I had it. Yep. Did it. Hurt my mimic beacon. That actually kind of... Oh, nope, there we go. Perfect! Good Hail Mary lob there. Boom. Shred some armor, do some damage. That's what you like to see. Needles might be the last one. Yep. So Needles has a 94% chance to hit, 27% chance to crit. Mech Boy over there is glitching out. He does 6 to 8 damage. I need it to do 7. Ideally 7 damage. There we are. I did a full 8 actually.
I got it, right?
So now those stun lancers are the only ones with a turn. Other even back you up.
I guess that'll be okay.
They should go after the mimic beacon, but or the acid burn is just gonna hurt you. Oh, I think the other one was just outside of that acid pool, which kind of sucks. But they're gonna go for the mimic beacon because that's what mimic beacons do. They buy you a turn. Honestly, you could maybe even use a little bit more experience. I need to upgrade my grenade launchers to get more range. New Corn Dog could also probably use a little bit more experience. 100% chance with the sniper rifle. Yes, please. That should do it.
It's dead. It has to be dead.
confirmed.
Yep.
All hostiles
It's
are
not bad.
down and the area is secure.
Not a bad way to start the day.
Status confirmed. Mission accomplished.
Only 2 wounded, but they weren't that much health, so. Once we get back to the Avenger, I'm gonna take a short break so I can go use the restroom and check on my dog. Look at that, 100% successful shot percentage. Corn Dog 4 did the most damage. Hammer was the one that was most under fire. Needles moved the furthest. Look at that. That's not bad at all. Only 1 day and 4 days wounded. Go ahead and promote Squatty. Hagen. Pick up the Shredder. And we got 2 scopes and a laser sight, as well as a stock. They're all like only rank 1 in terms of the weapon upgrades, which kind of sucks. But
Hello, Commander.
picked up 81 intel and I countered the Avatar Project major breakthrough, which would have been really rough. So okay, I'm gonna go check on my dog, use the restroom, but I will be back momentarily. Alright, I'm back. Thanks for hanging tight. My dog is still zonked out on the couch downstairs. And going to have to drink a second soda today, I think. Typically I only drink one, but my allergies were killing me this morning, so I took an allergy pill, and that obliterates any chance of staying awake throughout the day. I was playing XCOM 2 earlier off stream on my non-Ironman campaign, and I was just like dragging ass. I was so tired. So we'll see if this helps at all. Okay, we're only a couple days out from a couple of my soldiers being back. 4 days, ideally, and that should be enough time before another mission takes place. Holy crap! I forgot that I can get a squad size 2 upgrade. I don't actually remember when that happened, but good lord, we need to do that. And now I can have 6 people on every mission. That'll help a ton. I do want to pick up wet work at some point, but I'm a little worried about my supplies running a little low. So we were down in South Africa. And before that, we were up here in New India, trying to make contact with the resistance cell up there. That way we can move down to New Indonesia, and then we'll be able to hit the alien facility when we need to. I'm feeling a little bit better about the Avatar progress now.
New regional contacts located.
So much so, I don't know, how much would a resistance radio cost? 100 supplies to go in here would be... Leave me with 220. I think so. I think I'm just gonna go down here, spend 60 intel.
Setting course for
So I have a lot more
16,
intel.
Indonesia.
A nice kind of barrier there. I have a nice cushion of
Attempting
intel.
to establish local regional contact.
Whole bunch of soldiers recovering, and the plasma rifle has been
The aliens aren't going to
finished.
be happy when they see we've got energy weapons just like theirs now.
So we're looking at another jump in damage output, and that's absolutely what we need right now. I want to stay ahead of the curve here. So I have a couple items available. I can do a plasma rifle and a beam pistol. I can also research a beam cannon, a storm gun, or a plasma lance. Now those are going to take a while. This plasma rifle took quite a while, but the beam pistol will be really great. It's called the Ultimate Sidearm. The pistol integrates the aliens' beam weapons technology to powerful effect, as well as the plasma rifle. Now that we finally deciphered the aliens' devastating weapon technology and can develop beam weapons of our own, we can build rifles that will be the match of any enemy our soldiers encounter on the field. Actually, the storm gun isn't bad. That's only 4 days. Beam cannon is 7. Plasma lance is probably on the lowest priority there, since that's a sniper. But powered armor would take 15 days. This might actually be worth looking into, trying to rush that. Some intel. I would love to have powered armor just to get even more of a cushion so that I don't accidentally kill off any of my... Let's start with the storm gun, since that's my shotgun. It's gonna take 10 alien alloys, which I have plenty of. Take 4 days.
I'll see that work begins immediately, Commander.
But, Corndog, you're gonna get a nice little upgrade here when I build
Hello, Commander.
beam pistol. 125 supplies, 10 alien alloys, 10 crystals. So I'm actually going to run a little bit low on crystals here. But that's going to be very, very helpful. Still working on the proving ground.
I've been digging through some of the old data files Central has been holding on to since before the war. I keep running across
I need
notes
more
spelled in
scientists.
English and
Holy
what looks
crap.
like broken German. I should probably ask.
Okay, so I'm still working on making contact. Let's finish that. Especially because the Avatar project has got another bar on it.
Commander, the aliens continue to make progress on the Avatar project. If we're going to slow them down, we'll need to move fast.
Neat. 18 alien alloys and 84 supplies for clearing out that alien machinery. I'm still doing pretty well on engineers. I have 3 open. I don't actually think I have any facilities that I need to build right now. Don't. So I think let's come down here and start knocking out this, since I could get Illyrium crystals for it. I have 3 engineers to do so anyway. It's another 10 days. Still working on contacting New Indonesia, but I've completed the Skulljack, which is an item that I can give to ideally my specialist. We're going to work on skull mining. It's the next proving ground project, because that's just going to improve the Skulljack, and it'll increase my specialist's hack ability by about 25 just by carrying the Skulljack. So it's definitely worth it. Skull mining. Oh, 75 supplies. Crap.
I'll send word when the project is complete.
A little lower on supplies than I would like to be.
Commander,
Oh
we're almost
no!
out of time. The Avatar project is entering its final stages. The only way we're gonna slow the Elders' progress is by destroying one of their facilities.
So they filled the progress bar,
will be lost. Commander, the
and I
aliens
really
aren't
need to
slowing
make
down.
contact
They've
here.
already got
I'm down to
multiple
20
facilities
days before
operating.
they win the game. But I can actually storm the alien facility now, because I made contact with New Indonesia. So we still have 19 days. I don't want to waste too much time hitting it, but I'd like to go see what my options are in the black market. Crap, I can't rush the research that I would like and get an engineer, but I would actually really prefer a scientist at this point. What's really popping out except for grabbing some extra Illyrium crystals? Let's see. Could come down here and work on this scientist.
Avenger plotting new course.
What I need to do is be careful here. Whatever mission pops up, I just want to make sure that I don't lose many of my soldiers. Heck, I only have 9 soldiers to begin with, which is a little rough. We should probably get some more recruits at some point and start training them up. Because if I have a bad mission, things could look really dicey. And if I go out on like a guerrilla mission and a whole bunch of my units get hurt, then I'm really pushing it on being able to assault that alien facility. I don't even know if I'm going to have enough supplies, but ideally I want to wait until the storm gun has been researched. because I'm probably going to be bringing 2 rangers along. Ah, crap. And this is definitely an unfortunate time. I have to fend off an alien retaliation in West Africa.
Sector.
These missions can get...
Commander Titan and Shen aren't going to be happy if we don't put the Skulljack to good use. We should have one of our soldiers equip it before they deploy.
I don't... It can. I don't know if I really necessarily want to, but... Titan, you need the mind shield because you're shaken. Oh, I gave that to the wrong person, sorry. Needles, you can keep the battle scanner. You, my specialist, should probably have the Skulljack. I can remove you because I have a better grenadier. Or no, my better grenadier is already in here. Okay. I'll give my grenadier the mimic beacon, I guess, for right now. So I've got 1 ranger, my sharpshooter, specialist, 2 grenadiers. I think having an additional ranger would be ideal. Oh, we don't actually have anything. Okay, though. Oh, and I can't build any better weapons either. It's close to getting the best shotgun. I still really need to... Okay, so after that shotgun, I need to do the research on the muton. I need to do the autopsy for the... I desperately need the plasma grenades. Actually... Should be... The hardest part about very difficult retaliation missions is that there's so many enemies and they always target civilians when they can.
Green to deploy.
So having very difficult as a difficulty here is tough because that just means there are even more aliens on the board.
Picked up an emergency signal from one of the resistance camps. The aliens are sweeping the whole area, taking out anyone they can find. We're moving in to put a stop to it, protect as many people as we can. Secure the site and neutralize all hostile contacts.
I think I need to find a really good balance of making sure that I'm actually rescuing the civilians and not leaving them out for the aliens to kill. But for this save file, this is my first time that I have 6 soldiers, so having to face this with only 5 would have been terrible.
Minus 1-5. Hostile forces are attacking the outpost. Eliminate all enemy units and protect those civilians. Advent came in hot and so did we. You won't have a concealed position for deployment on this one.
Moving on target location.
How far can you get up there? So you can get pretty far.
Affirmative, moving out. Eyes on a hostile patrol.
Alright. Got an officer and...
There's an Advent captain nearby. We should attempt to disable it with the Skulljack.
Ideally, no. Like... I really probably shouldn't. Not at the very beginning of the, mission. Am I going to be able to pull this off? Probably going to spot me.
Tired of waiting around.
Yep. It is what it is, but I should be able to hopefully hack the heavy mech. Or not the heavy mech, the mech unit. Ideally, we can take control over it, but I probably won't be able to.
Activate haywire.
Because my hacking ability isn't super great yet. Yeah, I think we might just want to stun it. 56% chance is terrible. But 100% chance to just stun the thing. And that way we can focus on the Advent officer.
Piece of cake.
Alright, so you're shut down for 2 turns. What kind of shot do you have on the... 3%? Ideally, what we're going to be able to do is take 1 grenade. I'm gonna put it right there. I think actually damaging it should be fine. I don't think that'll bust it out of its stun status. I guess we're about to find out. How much health does that officer have? Holy crap. It's fine. Okay, I'm gonna bring Corndog up, and I can fire my pistol. It's not like it's taking a nap. Machines don't turn on because you blow them up. I mean, definitely. I feel like, because I've taken control over a couple on my other save file, and that does some weird things when you shoot at them to try and wear them down for once the control wears off. Alright, 3 to 6 damage with your nice plasma pistol, or we'll just do a critical hit with 7, so that's awesome. Go ahead and just finish that bad boy off here. Just look at that. Corndog, 2 critical hits, back to back.
I definitely got that one.
It's a thing of beauty right there. I'm still cloaked here. Still concealed. Like to see what else.
Closing on target position now.
That's affirmative.
I'm glad to see the Resistance has their new recruits training. They need to be prepared for the next advent sweep of this area.
Alright. Looks like Hammer is the only one who has a turn still.
Moving to position.
Don't want to move Hammer far enough that I could see the next pod. Oh boy, that's not good at all. 2 mutons and a berserker. Oh, and I missed my initial shot. That's unfortunate. Well, alright then. This is going to get very interesting.
Steer clear of those berserkers. They can't do much from range, but they're lethal up close.
Oh, and another muton way up there. Fun.
No!
It's fun. He has a bit of health. I should murder him. I mean, that's the idea. Thankfully, I should be able to get a nice shot here because I'm concealed. So we're looking at 57% crit chance with Athena here. Oh, I just executed him. Are you kidding me?
Target down.
That's like a 5% chance.
Compromised.
Oh. Oh, that made things so much easier. Holy crap. Don't really care about them. The mech is probably going to come back up this turn. This next turn. Ideally, I can blow apart this dude's cover.
On my way.
Yeah, I had really mostly just put that there.
Frag out.
That insta-kill, like, upgrade there, just because I didn't really have anything else to put on there. And it was absolutely worth it, I guess. No more armor for you. You have 6 health remaining. I think I could get a pistol shot off from here. Not from there. Here for sure.
Okay, I'll go.
A 78% chance. That's unfortunate. And only 3 damage, but that's fine. What else? I mean, it should be shut down for another turn on. So I could probably take you. I'm obviously worried about that other muton. I already used the person who has the mimic. What kind of shot do you have on? Still curious about what's coming.
Closing on target position now.
Gonna go to.
Roger. I've got my eyes on.
Here I come.
62% kind of sucks.
It's still moving.
Okay, well, I definitely need to kill you. 67% is awful, and I don't really want to use my combat protocol. That seems kind of like a waste, but... Oh, the guaranteed damage. This way I'm only taking... I'm only taking a shot from one muton, not two. Mech might have woken up. Yeah, that muton is still up there, busy murdering people. What's this muton going to do? Worried about a grenade. Untouchable.
Taking heavy fire!
Oh, damn. That'll work.
Flanking us!
So the mech woke up.
It's dead. It has to be dead.
Why was I untouchable? Curious about that. If I score a kill during my turn, the next attack against you during the enemy turn will miss. I forgot about that. That's amazing. Now I only have to worry about this muton. Which I can get right up in his face and
On your
blast
own.
him with my shotgun, you know? 74% crit chance. Damn. It's okay.
Armor still holding.
Still worth it. Bug. Doesn't hit. Should.
I guess that'll be okay.
78% chance. Beautiful.
That's it.
Okay. There's a civilian here. I could hop over, secure, and then still run away.
Orders confirmed. Moving out. I got you. Go.
Over now.
Stepping off.
Okay, so you're no longer concealed. I don't necessarily want to expose the next alien pod, but maybe if I could huck a battle scanner and see what's going on. And especially, maybe that civilian is faceless, and I can figure that out. Or any of these 3 civilians are faceless. That one is. I think. Yep. And now we know. Oh, but I'm worried about that faceless just murdering all of the civilians that it's next to, which would suck. Put you into Overwatch and see what happens, I guess. Muton is still killing people, I bet. Yep. Gotta get that Muton. It's pretty much nailing a civilian every single.
Civilians left and right, Commander. We need to get these people out of here.
Whoa, moonwalk. It's kind of cool. Die, friend, die. Alright, Needles, I need you to hold your own here. Glad that it took both actions to just move next to me.
Headed there now. Affirmative. Covering now.
I could just sit back here and take you out with the sniper. What are you standing on, Faceless? You're like hovering.
Check it before you get too close.
Okay. I carefully step here.
Whatever you say. I got you. You're safe.
Rescued 2 so far.
Go, go, go! What's over there? Moving to Overwatch. Go, go, go! Scanning.
Screw that Muton, man. You have to catch up to him. Just being maybe a little cautious as I move forward, but...
Let's move already.
see if this will reveal the pod. Yeah.
Got it covered.
Okay, I think then I a bit for. I don't love the idea of putting you outside a
Already there.
I'd like to at least secure this civilian and feel a little bit better about how things are going on this mission. Let's just get you forward as well. Hey Sam! Today's going really well so far, I think. I'm just saving some people from a retaliation event right now, but I think it's going well. This is my second mission. I'm starting to upgrade weapons even more. That's not good. That's definitely less than ideal. At least I put some of them on Overwatch. They're gonna miss. Holy crap, does anyone have the Mimic Beacon? Who has the Mimic Beacon? You. I think it's Corn Dog. Oh crap. He might be in trouble. It's my 2 rangers. I think I need to get forward enough with you and try and huck a flashbang.
I guess that'll be okay.
Because I could cover 3 units right there with a flash. Can I disorient mechanical units? No, but I got the other 2. That I guess. 64% chance on the Berserker. I could get you closer and then it.
Moving to position.
I'm more worried about that advanced mech, unfortunately. 8% chance on the Berserker. Good hit. Let's see what the Berserker can do when it's disoriented. Definitely worried about the mech. Definitely worried about that mech. Holy crap. This is going to suck. Ouchies! Oh, my specialist is getting beat to crap. Bastard trooper actually went after a civilian. What is this mech going to do? It's shooting at Corn Dog. And the miss! Good. Okay. Let's do some damage this turn, huh? So... obviously this Berserker needs to go straight to hell. 97% hit chance with a 33% chance to crit. Not quite enough. It's okay though.
Guns dry.
Weird as it's going to be for you, I'm going to send you doing a combat protocol on this the Advent mech, because that should just one-shot the mech. Since I do extra damage to robotic units. I need... oh, Hammer, you are out of frag grenades. Titan has another frag. So Titan could launch a frag grenade, blow apart all the cover for this trooper.
Take this.
How am I more worried about a mech than a Berserker? Well, because I know that I can one-shot the mech using my specialist. And I've got plenty of units here that will be able to take care of this Berserker. So I've got 2 Rangers that are like standing right next to the Berserker. Like they have 100% shot. So like the Berserker's going down. Unfortunately, I don't have a line of sight on that tree. I think Needles has a better laser sight. I probably should have used Needles first.
I'm trusting you here.
Corndog should be able to finish off the trooper as long as I can get the hit. 92% on the pistol. Oh yeah, but I don't have plasma weapons yet. I only have a plasma pistol so far.
It's dead. It has to be dead.
Okay, so Hammer, you're the only one with a turn. A couple civilians this way. They might be coming this way. Must one. Event. It might be worth fucking the Mimic Beacon. Yeah. Nope, not quite yet. I think I could hug the Mimic Beacon over here. There's a chance they're gonna come down this way. Maybe that'll distract them for a turn, save my civilians. Shield Bearer, Muton, looks like maybe just a trooper. Actually, we'll see how this Mimic Beacon goes. Soaked up a shot. If it gets hit again, it's probably going to go down. No, it has a lot more health than I thought it did. This should be the last pod of aliens, though. Okay. Hammer, I'm gonna bring you a little bit closer and shoot an acid grenade. Oh, that's wonderful, actually. I like that a lot.
Fire in the hole!
Hit the Muton and the Shield Bear. Let's shred through their armor and start doing damage to them. Really crappy shot. I feel like Cornog's just a little far away. I think my specialist might be able to do something.
No problem, boss.
Unfortunately, I'm just set up in a weird spot, so I'm a little ways away from everybody. That's not a terrible... Get the shield bearer knock... Well, it's not going to knock out those trees, but it'll do some damage to him. Dang, Athena, you are out of ammo. Phase away. Not gonna be able to do much.
Ready to engage.
If only the car would blow up faster. Yeah, I know. That'd be nice. Good as a grenadier if you don't have any grenades left. Okay, so I can bring Titan up. Now, I probably don't have great shots. 54 and 42%. Can't do suppression because I don't have any ammo. Can't reload for free. I have a rough spot with Titan. Needles I can run and gun. Get them nice flanked spot, and I can probably knock out the Muton. Needles, you hurt? You're not hurt. Gonna do run and gun. We're gonna bring Needles right up here. Not running through anything. No, we're good. %, on the Muton. to take it, I think. Of course I missed. God, sucks. Guess I should have hit the shield bearer.
Got no ammo.
You're still pretty darn rough. Shot. Let's see. I think I can get you very far.
What's over there?
Terrible percentages here. But give them a shot, I guess. I hate trying to do it, but at least I can take 2 shots with lightning hands. 38%.
Enemy is still up.
Sure, I can't tell if that. Really wish I could see character details on an enemy. Is that enemy burning? Even if they're burning, I think that's the one hit damage. Wait, you probably can't get a grenade that far, can you? Let's try it again. 38%. Hit. Oh, alright. Crappy luck on that turn. That was kind of a crappy turn, all in all. Oh yeah, I forgot I still have you. Specialist is way too hurt. Percent. Let's give it a shot. We have to try something here. I missed, only 2 damage. I should have tried the shield bearer. I would have killed the shield bearer on him.
Not good.
Oops.
Guns dry.
Forgot about that. Oh, you know, I think the shield bearer might die anyways because of the acid burn. Yeah. I should do more damage. Have I tried shooting them? Oh, and you're gonna go after a civilian? Weak. How many more do I have left? I feel like I'm really running low on civilians here.
It's turning into a massacre out there, Commander. That camp is getting wiped out.
Please don't go after that civilian. Please shoot at me. Please shoot at me. I'm actually okay with this.
Doesn't feel good.
Just give me a turn to clean these guys up.
Getting a little toasty here.
Now the car blows. Okay. Needles. How about you reload and this time actually hit the dang needles? Huh? Another 80% shot. Thank you.
Check it before you get too close.
Hardog, 52% chance. Still. I'll bring you forward
I
and
guess
huck a
that'll be
grenade.
okay. Bombs away.
Really want plasma grenades. Don't want you running through fire. Who else needs the experience? Probably Athena a bit.
On the move. Frag out.
Okay, this should be the last alien. I really hope. Nope, we got a faceless. Everybody who's still left going to Overwatch. There isn't another civilian up there for the faceless to target. What's that? Hammer, you come up here and then go into Overwatch.
I'm on it.
Newton. Too close. You can probably stay in Overwatch from back there.
Moving to Overwatch.
Titan, you have to reload. Reload. And go into Overwatch.
Good to go.
I'm on it.
Needles, you can stay there. At least the faceless is far enough away, he's not going to get to us. I'll have to suffer a couple of Overwatch hits on his way to us. Missed, but got the guaranteed 2 damage due to the stock. And... oh, missed.
Not even close.
Dang. 1 health left. But alright. That should do it.
Target eliminated.
Menace 1-5.
Okay.
Status confirmed. We're not picking up any additional.
That mission was definitely a little dicey, but
Status confirmed. Mission accomplished.
we pulled it off. We only have 2 wounded. Overwatch ambushes for the win. Yeah. You love to see it. You love to see aliens that don't even get a turn because they just get obliterated by Overwatch ambush. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. So that's unfortunate. We're at 7 and 12 days on my wounds. And I really need my specialist to not be wounded. Okay, so Hammer, you are getting promoted to captain. You can do either a volatile mix or chain shot. Chain shot is you take a shot with an aim penalty of -15, but if you hit the target, take another shot on the target automatically, which is obviously very good with Shredder. I think it would be better had it done auto targeting, but volatile mix is pretty awesome. Just lobbing grenades left and right, doing all kinds of damage. 20 kills and 13 missions. Yeah, you should be proud. You're hanging on. You should probably talk to Corndog about why Corndog only has 9 kills and 3. I'm sorry, Corndog. Quick draw. Yeah, I have another specialist. I just haven't brought them out, fortunately. Because this is the one I wrestled with a bit on my regular play. I mean, covering fire and threat assessment. Covering fire means that Overwatch shots can now be triggered by any enemy action, not just move. Whereas threat assessment, when I use aid protocol, it now grants the target a covering fire overwatch shot, but it increases the cooldown by 1. Corn dogs, yeah, they are the red shirt of XCOM 2. I liked threat assessment when I've done that on my normal playthrough. No kind of loot, just corpses. Corpses for days. You can do a berserker autopsy.
Hello, Commander.
And income has been increased by 33 supplies in stack. Alright, let's see. I should have another specialist. But they're just a squatty. That's a bit of a problem. Okay. I'm gonna go take another short break to just double check on my dog and use the restroom. But I will be back in just a few minutes. I was muted. Oh, one thing I don't love about this microphone is that, like, pushing the mute button only works like 25% of the time. Just doesn't love to be muted and unmuted. It looks like I'm probably going to have to storm the alien facility without a good specialist, which sucks. Where am I? So I only have 18 days left before the aliens win. I have to storm this facility soon. What I had been doing was trying to grab this scientist, and I was killing a little bit of time. My 2 wounds are looking at 7 and 12 days. I really, really need Hammer back. I don't love the idea of trying to storm this thing without Hammer, so hopefully I can make it 7 days without having to go into a mission. I can go storm the facility once Hammer is back. Guess we're gonna see.
Will likely prove crucial to our ongoing efforts, Commander.
I can build a storm gun now, which is a very, very strong shotgun. Don't know if I'm gonna have supplies to pull that off. I'd love for power armor, but we're a little ways from that. I do need to work on the mutant autopsy so that I can get plasma grenades soon.
I've started to wonder how the advent.
So, let's keep scanning for the scientists, try and buy some time for Hammer to recover from their wounds. Might start working on a blue screen protocol so that I can get something to help with mechs since my specialist is down.
Sounds good, Commander. I'll let you know as soon as the project is ready for deployment.
Got an urgent communication coming.
Alright, so there's my monthly report.
Progress against the aliens.
I have some supplies coming in, which is huge.
Commander.
Spend 20 intel, figure it out. We've got...
If we are going to eliminate the alien threat.
Ugh. Resistance Informant, which would reduce the retaliation counter by 2 weeks. Otherwise, they have rapid response, so... guaranteed reinforcements on all guerrilla ops, or Viper rounds, which Advent soldiers would have a chance of poisoning me. Why is my supply drop so far away? It sucks. I guess we'll go work on that here in a second. I got the scientist, which should really help. I'll decrease my research time by 17%. Out of curiosity, in terms of engineering,
What can I do for you, Commander?
can I afford the shard gun? Probably not. Go. Or the storm gun. Shard gun is what I have. 140 supplies, 10 alien alloys, 10 Elerium crystals. So my shotguns are now upgraded.
What do you know about these gene therapies?
I think
In one of the facilities, I can tell you first.
I fly over here to the supply drop,
Of medical care unmatched by any previous
start
effort
picking
in
that
our
up,
history. The aliens have
and
effectively cured all of
once
humanity's
Hammer
greatest
has
ailments.
recovered,
Cancer,
I
malaria,
storm the facility.
AIDS. The process is relatively simple. Yes. The price of admission is acceptance of all
So I've got the
For many people,
muton.
that's hardly a consideration. A minor
I can now create an advanced grenade launcher, and I can go into the proving ground and create plasma grenades.
The aliens make a strong statement.
So advanced grenade launchers let me propel grenades further and have a larger radius. Plasma grenades are just flat out more destructive. Let's start working on the powered armor, which is going to take 13 days, but it's going to
make that research
definitely.
a priority, Commander. I'll notify you as soon as the report is available.
Commander?
Let's take a look at ground. know we're working on blue screen protocol, but I would like to do plasma grenade. I just don't have the supplies to pull it off just yet. Okay, good to know. What about the advanced grenade launchers? How am I?
New orders, Commander?
75 supplies, 10 noise. So I pick up some supplies here. Have enough. How's Hammer doing? Hammer has recovered. Really wish I could get Newton back up, but that's just wishful thinking. Another mission is going to happen very soon. So I think I just need to build what I can and storm this facility now while I only have one person injured.
Just give the
I'm
word.
pressing the wrong
started,
button, sir.
Commander.
So we're going to pick up the advanced grenade launcher. Then we're going to go to Proving Ground. Instead of the blue screen protocol, we are going to start working on plasma.
Interesting choice. I'll send word as soon as we're finished, Commander.
Now we see if my squad is up to the task. Storm this alien facility and stop them from
For the Indonesian
winning the game in 11 hours.
Commander, we'll need to have one of our troops equip the Skulljack for use in the field if we're going to make any progress towards our current objective.
So let's pull that sniper, and we're gonna put my specialist in. Fortunately, they're just a squatty, but I can at least equip them with the Skulljack, which will give them back in. Back bonus 20. Okay, so you've got the battle scanner. Somebody needs to have them. Pretty sure Hammer had that. So I think we're gonna put that on. Oh, that's right. Hammer's fine. Hammer's fine. It's my specialist who's out for it now. I don't think I have anything else I can give you, and I don't think I have any supplies to be able to build another utility item. Whoa, Mr. Jake Wolf. Thank you for the raid, holy crap. Welcome to the stream. Whoa, thank you. Thank you, Ebo Ninetails, thank you, Gruff Chris, and thank you, Jake Wolf, for all following. Hi, I'm Flago5, and I'm playing some XCOM 2. It's going sorta well. We're trying to storm an alien facility so I can stop the Avatar project from finishing. I'm still roughly on my first overall playthrough of the game. Mr. Doge Bryce, thank you for following. Wow. Americas, thank you for following. Oh, thank you, everybody. I'm gonna need a little support as I go into this. This is pretty much a make or break for me.
Sky Ranger deployed.
Mr. Jake, this is the first XCOM you played and you're pretty much only just starting out. Okay. Are you enjoying it so far? Allison, thank you for the follow. Yeah, may the 4th be with you as well. Thank you. I absolutely appreciate it. This is my third Ironman. The first two were no longer viable, so I made some early mistakes, but we're gonna see. This is definitely a turning point. If I can stop it, we can continue. If I can't, then this save file is pretty much busted, I think. It's super intimidating, Mr. Jake Wolf. When I played Enemy Unknown, I did not play it with Iron Man mode. I tried it after I beat the game and failed miserably, and then just kind of gave up. Jake's been sacrificing all his friends in this game lately. I mean, that's the way to do it. Corn Dog, who's my resident sharpshooter. I'm on the 4th copy of Corn Dog right now. Renaming them as us and watching us die. Yes. That's the best way to play XCOM, I think. That way you're really rooting for a specific soldier and not just one with a random name. I have a couple of them so far. I have Hammer with Sam Hammer. I have Corn Dog, the 4th. And then I have Needles. Very typical streamer stuff, I'd say. Definitely. That's good. If you can have a day where nobody dies, that's definitely ideal. Alright, I have my 2 rangers. I wanna start scouting things out a bit.
Orders confirmed. Moving out.
Just 2 gravely wounded. They'll recover though, it's fine. It's fine. Oh, nothing so far. There's my other...
Heading there now.
Moving up my other ranger. Still not seeing anything just yet. I think rather than moving super far forward, I'm gonna huck a battle scanner. It's just a flesh wound. Okay, let's see what this battle scanner says. That's what I wanted. It's a regular mech. That might be an officer and then a trooper. Battle scanner is super, super nice, yeah. I just whip it on my ranger since I could kind of help scout things out. Now at least we know where I can sort of go. Oh, poor specialist. I have a better specialist, but they're still wounded for the next couple of days, and I didn't have enough time to let them recover. Thankfully here, since we're assaulting the alien facility, we aren't on a timer, so I can take my time and I can creep everybody up. I'm just hoping that these 3 stay still and they're not a patrol.
Moving. On Overwatch.
You can take notes. I'm a teacher actually. By day, I will not have a pop quizzer.
Moving to designated coordinates.
You'll be all set. Probably. Want to go too far.
Heading there now. Overwatch.
Definitely taking our time here.
Confirmed.
I actually teach public speaking, which is weird because I'm
Overwatch.
a bit of an introvert in person. So I've been streaming off and on for about 4 years. I think 2016 was right around when I started. Can't even really remember anymore. But I've been very inconsistent. So I teach public speaking, but I also coach our speech team at the university. And so we travel a lot on the weekends. I'm busy many nights, and so I haven't really been able to get like a consistent streaming schedule until right now with the whole self-isolation thing. That's cool that you're still involved in education. As long as you're obviously happy with what you're doing, Allison, that's the way to go. It's okay. I know a lot of people have very legitimate issues with public speaking, and that's definitely fine. Taking that to the streaming world in terms of like helping streamers, or should be fine here. It's hard talking to myself for 5 minutes. Yeah.
Moving on target location.
This should be fine. This should be fine. This should be fine. Okay, we're fine. So I can put you into Overwatch. I can get a nice ambush here this turn. So many people would benefit from public speaking lessons who are streamers. Yeah, absolutely. Honestly, it's even hard for me to sometimes actually apply those things. I find that as a speaker, sometimes I get a little too wrapped up and I speak too quickly, and then I stumble over my own words. And so slowing down is definitely something I need to get better at. And that's what a huge part of public speaking is recognizing some of those pitfalls that you have just yourself, because everyone's different. And once you can recognize that, you can start to tackle them effectively. You're hoping this year to get public speaking certified for your company. That would be great. That would be really cool, and that would probably let you travel a little bit too. $100% a market there for it. I could definitely see that. What kind of shots do you have here? Okay, I know you're more of a gunslinger, but Corndog, you're gonna stay back here with a long watch. You'll probably do more that way. You've got great shots. I think I can move you a little bit closer. Here.
Orders confirmed. Moving out.
I can... They're better now. So we're gonna put you into Overwatch. They only take a handful a year from the team you're on, so not an easy program to get into. So is that something that like you're still applying to get into that program? Or is it something that maybe you've started? You're gonna kick things off.
On my way.
Your manager put you on the list. Okay. That's good. So, let's see. The only ones I have actions with right now are my 2 rangers, and they're gonna stay concealed because I have Phantom. So putting them on Overwatch doesn't do any good for me right now. So I'm going to start this ambush and keep my 2 rangers with both of their actions. But I have my sharpshooter down there on Overwatch, and then I have a grenadier and specialist all on Overwatch, and then we're going to launch this frag grenade right at their faces. I actually might want to keep some of that cover around though. That's going to help me later.
Grenade!
So let's see how this ambush looks. Yes. Yep, the sharpshooter has squad vision. So even though they're out of range right now, they'll be able to take the shot. Because other people are in range, and they have a clear line of sight. So squad sight is, I think, the better option there on that first tier of skills. That wasn't terrible. I wish I did a little more damage. Could get a... not quite. Frag grenade, I think, is wide enough to be able to hit. What kind of shots do I have? I have excellent shots because they're still concealed. So back that out for a second. So Athena has Shadow Strike. When they're concealed, gain a plus 25 bonus aim and plus 25 bonus critical chance. So I have a pretty good chance of killing either one. Actually, I just upgraded to a really good shotgun, so the mech would die no matter what. And the mech is the one I'm worried about more so than the trooper. I don't want to take a shot from the trooper, but the mech has the ability to launch a grenade, and I've got some tightly grouped units, so yeah, the mech is definitely what I want to do. I'll probably bring my other ranger up just to kill the trooper so that I'm not even taking a shot. I'm getting rid of that chance. What, maybe. It's like I can bring needles here. I've got the crosshair on the trooper, so I have line of sight.
Moving on target location.
And since they have Shadow Strike as well, we should look at a pretty good chance here. 95% chance to just obliterate this. Boom. So I don't have concealment anymore, which is it's a bummer. But it's worth it because now I'm not going to get attacked this turn. As long as I don't spring the next alien pod, which as long as I just don't have to move needles, I can just end the turn. And we're good. Okay. I want to pick up the loot. There's probably going to be turrets up here, and I need to get into the facility quite a ways to be able to bomb it. So again, I'm not on a timer. We're gonna go pretty slow here. Start creeping them up. They might not be in the best positions for cover, but I can at least put them into Overwatch. If I can get some of my further up units into Overwatch, I feel a lot safer bringing up the rear. Like actually dashing for bringing people up in the rear. We have some turrets, but those should be out of range. At least for taking shots on, I hope. 74 points there. I'm not 100% sure if that turret is going to fire on me. It might. Don't know how much range they have. I have a pretty good shot at blowing it apart, though.
That armor's tough.
I'm on it.
Oh, okay. This shouldn't pop up the next alien pod just yet. 64% chance, which isn't ideal, but worth a shot. Cool. Oh, cool.
Hostile target down.
So I can put Hammer into Overwatch, and then I can start bringing a few more units up.
Tired of waiting around.
We're going slow. We're going to be cautious.
Scanning.
Pretty much what you have to do for Ironman
Say
mode.
so. I'm on it.
Okay. Still gonna put like 2 of them probably into Overwatch,
Got it covered.
and then start bringing up the rear.
Good to go.
Really want to grab this before it expires. I'm probably going to see the next pod here. Repeater and an advanced agility. That's pretty nice.
Target package secured.
Oh, and I blew apart that tree. That is not have cover, huh? It's kind of a to do that. Let's actually pop you.
Heading out. Let's move already. Moving to Overwatch. I guess that'll be okay. Overwatch.
Needles is always so hesitant when I move her.
Overwatch.
Sharpshooter is in a good spot for Overwatch. Long watch.
Got it covered.
Wish that was covered, but I blew it apart. Thank you. Thank you for hanging out and the follow and everything. Hope you have a good night. Well, thank you. Thank you so much for the raid, Mr. Jake Wolf. Wolf, I'm going to have to try and catch your stream, and I hope you continue to enjoy XCOM. But have a good night. We still aren't seeing the next pod. Might be safe.
No need to ask twice.
Yeah, nice to meet you as well.
Go, go, go! Roger that.
Okay, getting ready to storm this building. Have a good night. Okay, what happens if I open this door? I'm going to see. And yet, let's be cautious here and tuck this battle scanner as far into this facility as possible. Let's see what we can see. Right, we got a sectoid kind of tucked back in the corner there. Put you into Overwatch. And we're gonna rush in. We're gonna move in slowly.
Moving on target location.
See that, corn dog? I almost moved you in too quickly. Oh lord, that's
The aliens may have saved us some time,
unfortunate.
but the cave monsters are no better than the ones my father dealt with.
That's a good hit. That's a great hit on the Muton. I wish I had my other ranger
Went off the armor!
in Overwatch, but that's fine. We're gonna hold off on you. Unfortunately, went open things up too early, so one of my grenadiers is too far off. Hammer isn't, though. It's like Hammer I could get into the facility and I could potentially get a decent grenade. Got a frag and I've got 2 acid grenades. Archon doesn't have any. But I could hit both of them. I think that's probably better than the frag. Is it? How much of these stairs do you think? This is still going to shred armor. It's not going to give acid burn, so maybe the acid grenade probably would have been better. Yeah, and it didn't destroy the cover like I was wanting it to, so... Okay, I fortunately think you are just too far away. I might... Wait.
Finally!
We'll see. I don't know if this is going to be the best idea, but we're going to bring Titan forward. We're going to throw a frag grenade, potentially destroying that wall, but at least doing some extra damage to the Archon. Unfortunately, that's probably about the only thing I can do this turn.
Heads down!
With Titan, because they were just so far back. I should have held on one more turn. Ooh, actually, I kind of like that. No, you're pissed. What do I got left? Corn Dog. That actually might have just opened up Corn Dog for a really good shot. What kind of pistol shots do I have? Just 68% on. So I could get multiple pistol shots off. I think that might be better than taking only one shot with the sniper. So I could do lightning hands. And we're gonna take just all kinds of pistol shots here. So yeah, we're gonna miss, but
It's still moving!
at this point, we're just gonna keep shooting. We might be able to knock. Or I should. 45% chance on the Muton is pretty terrible. But I think we should have 2 more pistol shots here. Oh, it's not going to be enough, unfortunately. Well, it could be. I have to get all 5 or 6 damage, and I'd still have to hit. But come on, Corn Dog, you can do it. Ah, we missed. Okay, that's fine.
Not even close.
Okay, I still have 2 left to shoot with. I can for sure kill the Muton. Although I don't love where my specialist is at right now. The cover is kind of... I think... Didn't mean to spin. I think I can just huck a frag grenade, kill the Muton, and that's gonna at least eliminate one enemy from taking a turn next time. Anytime you can take them off the board and make it so that they aren't shooting at you is obviously ideal. And let's just knock out this Archon. Should have a pretty good shot from right here.
Moving to position.
And I'm under half cover.
5. You're near the target position.
Really? Only 68%. What's up with my defense? Ooh, it gets an extra action? That sounds terrible. Slash is only 16. Wow, okay. Sucks. A slash wouldn't do enough damage. This is the best we're going to get here. Let's hope on a 68. Come on. Ah. Whew. I did not want that thing to take a turn with Battle Frenzy. That would have been so terrible. Let's see what this Muton has. The Muton ran away. That was interesting. I scared it off. It saw what I did to its friends and just, nah, I'm out. Running away. This is nice though. Now I can be somewhat careful. Set some people up into Overwatch. Oh crap. It ran into another enemy pod. That's actually not terrible. Happened early on. It's just an acid grenade. So... that should hit him. Let's come back to that. What else do I have here? Titan, you're still like 40 miles away. Might be able to do something. Oh, you're out of grenades. Probably not going to be able to do much. Move you closer and put you into Overwatch, but it's about all you can.
Come get some.
Oh, I put you in bad cover, didn't I? Damn. Yeah. Same with Corndog. Corndog's getting flanked. Who has the Mimic Beacon? You have the Mimic Beacon. The Mimic Beacon might help us a lot this turn. Get the Mimic Beacon right about there. Be right here. Hopefully that'll distract a couple of them. Buy myself a turn to be able to get closer and a better spot. I don't want to go any further than this square, because I'm really worried about scaring this sectoid up here into action and not deal with another enemy pod right now. Terrible shot on that. Could get you. Still same. How far can you throw this grenade? Not. Dina isn't promoted enough to be able to do run and gun. Needles could do run and gun. Needles could get far out. Yeah, not far enough. Maybe to a spot where they get help.
Running and gunning.
Wish I could go like one more. It's gonna have to take it here.
Good to go.
Okay, what do we have here? 56, 13, and 28. There's some terrible odds. I'd use the flashbang, but I think the mimic beacon should be able to take care of most of them this next turn, so...
It's still moving.
I think I just knocked him down? Yeah. Okay, that's not bad.
On the move.
At least put you in full cover here. 50% is all I'm gonna get. Unless I... okay. Can't get it far enough. So 50%. We're gonna take. That's huge. Now it's just the two mutons. One of them's hurt.
I'm all out.
Am I worried about any of my units? They should both fire on that mimic. I hope. Place just does not have.
Running. My position's been compromised.
Oh, I forgot I had you in Overwatch. Oh ho ho ho! Muton goes down.
Oh, you see that?
Nice job, Titan. And you earned that promotion. Should be going after the mimic. And you just opened yourself up to a beautiful flank.
I'm trusting you here.
96% with a 73% crit chance. Ah, didn't kill him though. Bummer.
Armor still holding. Negative ammo. I'm
It's okay, I
spent.
have plenty of people to... maybe. I don't love doing it, but I'm gonna put you outside of cover so I can get a decent shot here. 75%. Okay. So it should just be that sectoid that's in the top left and then whatever else. So you spend a turn reloading,
I'm ready. I'm on it.
Overwatch. Same thing. You reload, go into Overwatch,
I go. Watch.
take the last bit of this pretty slow.
Let's do this.
I'm worried about reinforcements.
We're green to go. Scanning.
Nothing yet. Okay. Start moving up.
I'm on it.
So you go into Overwatch, you go into Overwatch.
I guess that'll be okay.
Gonna go into Pistol Overwatch.
Affirmative. Covering now.
Look it up here. Were there any bodies drop? Okay. Just wanted to double check. Go here and go into Overwatch.
Affirmative. Covering now.
You need to reload.
Back in.
But you have a free... software. This honestly might spawn. This next
Already there.
pod. No, it didn't.
On Overwatch. Got it covered.
Heading to that location.
There we go. Eton and 2 sectoids. Sniper long watch. Missed. That's a bummer. Oh, sure.
I got nothing.
Shotgun missed as well. That sucks. Okay. Bill. Yikes. Alright. I am like mostly out of grenades too. Wish I could get you to a good spot. Launch a grenade. Still get one that would hit the sectoid, but the Muton went. Okay, so sectoid way up there. Gosh, there's just no cover. I could put someone into suppression.
Got it covered.
Missing those 2 Overwatch shots really hurt me. It sucks a lot. Just wonder if going on like with it. Take the whole game, turn. Ooh. I think that actually hit the Muton. It's a great drink. Yeah, trying to be pretty slow here. This should be the last fight before this map is done. Just trying to make sure I the right way. Honestly, knowing that that Muton should be right there, it might be worth putting you into the really weird cover just so that I could huck a grenade. The other sectoid, I'm not worried too much about the sectoids. Sectoids on their own, They used to be really intimidating, but not so much anymore. I'm pretty used to them now. There's not... I don't think they really have a lot of targets to reanimate. They have like a trooper down here that they could reanimate. They might try and mess with my mind a bit. Let's see if we can get the 4 damage here and kill the Muton. The Muton is the one I'm really worried about. Bummer. He didn't go down, but he's super hurt. He did get affected by the acid burn, so he actually might die. The sectoid down on the first floor should die, maybe, to the acid burn. I'm gonna take 2 or 3 damage. Too many bad memories of mind control. Yeah, I got burned pretty bad by mind control early on in this run. Already taking the first action. Try the 50%. It's likely not going to happen, but... Did 6 damage. That's pretty nice. Okay, acid burn kills that sectoid. This Muton should die due to acid burn. Holy crap, that does so much damage. So it's just the one sectoid. That's like 1 health, I think. 2 health. What are you gonna do, huh? Might take a shot. They're just gonna try and panic me.
What's going on?
Disoriented my ranger, but that's totally fine.
I can give it a try.
Okay, there should be nice and easy shot here for myself, so I would hope. 89%. Thank you. Hitting something that was like a foot away from you. So now I just have to plant the X4 and get the hell out of here. Move up. I'm just a little worried about reinforcements.
Let's move into Overwatch.
Affirmative. Covering now. Back in.
I'm on it.
It is a little awkward when they miss from like a foot away. Shoot, that's exactly what I was worried about. I left so many of my squad members to the bottom right.
1-5, be advised, we've picked up hostile reinforcements inbound on your position.
I should be able to get some of them sort of set up. Aw, bummer. Got hurt. Crap. Can't set you up into Overwatch and reload it. You're just gonna have to... We don't want you standing in here. This acid burn is going to be really nasty. Or I don't actually know if I'm acid burned. Will be. Might be hosed. Let's see. I'm gonna set myself on fire trying to plant the dang charge. But this is the only spot I can plant it. Sucks. Maybe I shouldn't huck a grenade there. Maybe I don't plant it this turn. Maybe I just get ready for these reinforcements and try and blow them apart.
Okay, I'll go.
I think this specialist might be screwed. We're not going to have a lot of Overwatch, unfortunately. Standing where you stand, you're going to get acid burn. out of there, you're gonna get acid burn. You're probably gonna. It's my own fault for moving you that close. There is no war without sacrifice. Sadly, this is, I mean, it's a crappy specialist because my other one got hurt. I honestly think it might just be better for them to stand where they are, reload, and then go into Overwatch, and maybe I can get a shot off. And then I just want to set up other people since I know this reinforcement beacon is coming down. Basically, we just have to get them as far as possible so that they can get a shot this turn. I was hoping, honestly, that the reinforcements were going to come from behind since that's where all my units were.
Got it. Moving.
I think I have like 2 on Overwatch. That could be better. But they're gonna drop in. They shouldn't have a turn, so. Oh my gosh. Officer there.
I've got eyes
I
on
felt
Ironman.
like I felt really ballsy. I could go for the Skulljack, but I think my specialist is probably going to die from acid burn. The officer might just die from Overwatch shots anyways, so yeah, doesn't matter. There's no war without snack foods. You're not wrong, Tarantula. What are the best wartime snack foods, though? Are there certain ones that are better than others? I don't want to know for search purpose. Tactical teriyaki. So you're up here. You're way up there. And in the butt to get. Carrots would give away position. Apparently my specialist can just stand here. And as long as they don't move, they're not actually going to take damage. The acid. Bugles for old-timey Calgary style battles. Love the idea, but I need to probably kill them on this turn. So let's get you out here so I can shred through some of the. 81%. And 47. Great. Shoot your pistol from there. What about killing this guy up top? My best option here. Run and gun.
Getting in close. Getting it done.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Bonus turret. Ooh. Well, I need the trooper to go down, so 100% shot.
I definitely got that one. Running through ammo fast.
And let's just get you out of there so that you aren't taking a shot from it.
What's
What the?
over there?
Tina has a 72% shot. Let's take that. Okay, is this thing still on fire? Because I really need to set the X4, but I don't want to start myself on fire.
Menace 1-5, we're not
It's not on
picking up
fire.
any additional contacts near the AO. Proceed to plant
Good.
the X4 charges and move
Not
to
gonna do it.
evac.
Corn dog, you probably don't have. No, but next turn you'll be able to.
Solid copy.
Get wrecked, aliens. Indeed. Okay. You're hanging out until that acid goes. And then I can probably just start getting set up for evacuation. Get the heck out of here. Acid still there. Alright, corn dog. Plant that X4. And we can set up the evac.
Menace 1-5, status
Wait.
confirmed. X4
Acid went
charges
away.
are armed. Move to the extraction point for immediate evac.
Well, that's handy. I call the Sky Ranger right there. Yeah, I am really surprised that was allowed to just happen there. I figured that by standing there, they were going to get acid burn and they were going to die. But I guess as long as you don't move them through it, and the tiles like weren't initially acid burned, so
Moving out.
weird. Corn dog, can you get out?
What's over there?
Looks like I'm getting out this turn.
Got it covered.
Evac confirmed.
Still wish there was a slightly faster way to evac. And like, nothing else is happening. Nobody's firing on you. There aren't any like enemies on the board or anything. But you still have to evac them out one by one.
Getting out of here. On the move.
So we are gonna get out of this alive. We're gonna set back the Avatar project by like 2 blocks. Gonna buy ourselves some much needed time.
I'm trusting you here. I'm gone.
And the Ironman campaign stays alive.
Menace 1-5, status.
Oh. And we did it with a flawless victory. Oh, I didn't kill an enemy, which is interesting. Oh, probably the turret. The only weird thing was I didn't run corn dog up to someone's face to get shot. Means I'm learning. Means I'm getting slightly better. That was definitely a productive day in XCOM 2, I'd say. But it is a little bit past the end of my stream time. And so I'm going to have to call it here in just a few minutes. It's grape drank. I usually get my men out alive, but using the good old rookie decoy protocol. Like the mimic decoy? I like the mimic decoy. That thing's nice. We'll see how I keep up on the whole not getting corn dog killed. Yeah, no promises. Oh, you leave your rookies to die. Oh. That's definitely one way to do it.
Not a single
If you're out, you're
casualty
out.
reported, Commander. I hope all of our deployments go this well.
Ooh, that's a lot of promotions. Alright, Athena, you are getting promoted, and you are going to pick up run and gun. Sure. And Needles, you're also getting promoted. You're going all the way up to Major. Deep cover or untouchable. I score a kill during your turn, the next attack against you during the enemy turn. Absolutely. Specialist got a hidden ability, Salvo. Launching or throwing grenades or using heavy weapons will not injure. Well, we're gonna pick up combat protocol for that specialist. Then Titan. You're leveling up to lieutenant. Oh, I really like heavy ordnance, but hollow targeting would be kind of cool. Especially with the chain shot cards. I do miss having that extra grenade. Like, I definitely ran out of grenades. This is tough. I might try the hollow targeting. Any directed cannon shot, hit or miss, will mark the target, increasing your squad's aim 15 against that target. Because I think hollow targeting with chain shot would be pretty darn cool. It's tough. I think I might actually try the hollow targeting on this one. Leave Hammer to be the heavy grenade person. Got a repeater and advanced agility.
Now stands in ruin, Commander.
I've reduced Avatar's progress by 2,
Your efforts will
and
no
I've
doubt
delayed
slow
their
the
progress.
aliens' progress towards the Avatar project.
So, we have a little bit of breathing room, which is fantastic. But it is 6 o'clock, so I am going to need to back out here. I am ridiculously appreciative of
Most of our new recruits have never worked in
Mr. Jake Woof's raid,
Before the war,
and
we went full-time in
that's
training, but now
fantastic. That was so nice of them to raid. So, especially if you're hanging out, and if you haven't given me a follow, feel free if you'd like to. I do play XCOM 2 every weekday, at least for the foreseeable future, as I'm continuing on with my Ironman campaign. So I stream from 3 p.m. Central Time until 5:30 Central Time. Thanks, Sam. Yeah, today was a good day, but I'll be back at it tomorrow. So let's see here. I don't know who this person is, but Gravehawk TV. Let's see if I can host them, and we'll kind of continue on with the whole XCOM 2 train. That sounds good. Everybody else. So, everybody have a wonderful evening, and I will be back at it tomorrow at 3 p.m. Central Time. And hopefully I will see you then.